Hello and welcome to the video discourses that we are conducting. Last time I talked on the matter of pilgrimage, how they help or what exactly the significance of pilgrimage. This time I am being asked with people, does fasting helps you in the way of realization or in the spiritual joy? So today I will be talking on the topic of fasting and the type of food and etc. So, as far as the mere question of people asked by me that does fasting lead you to self-realization, then the answer is no. Mere fasting will never lead you towards any type of realization. So many of the things people believing in religions and all the religious purposes, people start taking fast and all those things. But as far as the fasts are concerned, they may have some significance regarding your metabolism, and if people continuously eating can go for fasting. But by mere fasting and with continuous fasting and all, the concept of realization is not possible. You cannot reach any type of realization, self-realization at least, by just fasting. Because I will tell you, as far as fasting is concerned, it is starvation. If realization is concerned, realization is like flowering or blossoming of a plant. Now, if you are not allowing the plant and keep the plant under starvation, how can you expect a blossom? Similarly, if you just keep on fasting, you cannot just expect realization out of it, because it is blossoming of your own self. And as far as your body is concerned, it is the basic need of your body that you require food. So just don't be under the impression that by carrying out so many fasts and continuously fasting can lead you towards realization. It's not possible by just starving yourself, because by starving, I will again tell you, as far as your body is concerned, with the 5 elements of your body, fire is the most important element, and for regulation of this fire, one may fast a day or two in a week or in a month or so, that if required. But if any person is not able to regulate the fire of his body properly, and the fire of his body needs always food, and which food should be supplied him, on which the body depends, and as far as anything that is to be achieved by your soul depends on your body. So good health and good condition of your metabolism is always essential to attain realization. So I will again tell you that fasting is not going to serve by any way in the way of your realization. As far as the religious methods are concerned, some people just tell me that many religions tell of fasting and all these things. And I told them, see, religion is meant for your social welfare, the social benefits, and the socio-political scenario, which wants to have a good society. And it will also try to tell you certain few things so that the society can realize. But as far as your realization is concerned, it is concerned with your inner religion. Inner religion has to do nothing with your outer religion. So as far even if you are continuing your outer religion and you are fasting with the outer religion, may have different significances. So some of them wanted me to explain more on this matter. So I told them, see, as far as when the religion, any religion, or they ask you to fast, that time they meant to tell you that you should realize the essence of the food. Because when you fast, then you really crunch for the food and you know the importance of food. So you can just imagine the people, those who don't get food, what they must be suffering. So if you are able to fast yourself and save that food and serve to some of the person who is needed, then that can take into an angle of a good social well-being and a good society. So this is the angle by the religion, but this is meant for the social welfare and other things, which is also part of your realization. But it is not the realization itself, because this starving and this thing will not bring in any realization inside you. So don't be under the idea that if you keep on fasting and if you pray and then keep fasting and put together, then God will come and tell you and grant you the realization. This is not the case, because these are misconceptions which people have carried out by listening or just by reading somewhere in some literatures, which are not that way. So as I told you, as far as fasting is concerned, it is not concerned directly with realization. Now, as far as food consumption is concerned, see, for your living being, you need all your food. Everybody needs food. So whatever essential food is, you should try to take and consume a food that is required by you. Everybody's requirements may vary from person to person, but accordingly you should consume the food. If possible, you should consume a simple type of food which is easy for digestion. And again, as per his physical requirements, the type of job he does, the amount of energy required by him, this should be taken into consideration. And any person, if consuming food in such a fashion, will never need to fast. But some people do have a habit to just take ample food because they like it, or sometimes if they like the food, they eat more. Those people may need to have a fast, but that is for correcting your, as I told you, the fire regulation inside your body, so that the body gets some time for maintenance. So this is the only significance. But as far as the food is concerned, I will always recommend a sattvic food. When we call a food a sattvic, the vegetarian food is the best form of food if you consume. Because as far as human being is concerned and his long digestive system suggests that he has been designed more for the vegetarian food than for the non-vegetarian food. Because just see the digestive tracts of the carnivorous animals, they are very small in size, and of the herbivorous animals, you will find that they are very huge. And accordingly, the human digestive system itself has been designed more for the vegetarian food. But if anybody is not able to live without vegetarian food because of his habit of non-veg food, may try to continue. But again, I told you that non-veg food is not a sattvic food. Again, as the type of food you eat, you will be developing the qualities inside you. Because the best example given by Swami Vivekananda is very good and very elucidative about all these matters. He always says that see an elephant, he has got a lot of power in him, so much energy and everything, but yet he is not very rarely very aggressive, not aggressive at all himself, and is a very calm and quiet animal. They used to sleep peacefully. It is because of his vegetarian diet. And similarly, you see the small carnivorous animals who are attacking there. That is because of the food that they eat. These are the effects that you can observe in the nature itself, and from the nature we learn. So this is the thing. So for a good spiritual life and for civilization, it is always required that you should consume food in proper quantities and don't go just behind fasting or don't go just behind the non-veg food. As I told you, vegetarian food is more recommended in this spiritual path.